Previously on X-Men.
Fahkumram, I think, unfortunately, is a very real possibility. I know Michael Murray's a fan of this guy. The dev team doesn't seem to have given up on this guy. There was some pre-release data leaks which showed like Muay Thai and that sort of thing in the game's files. So who knows? It's very possible that a lot of these characters they had potentially ready or were kicking around and didn't get them finished, and they're going to bring them back into the game. So unfortunately, I think Fahkumram's a very real possibility. Well, guys, unfortunately, I all but called it. I know I changed my pick to Armor King the other day when I made my next DLC prediction, but I also said that Fahkumram was a very real possibility and that I was highly expecting to see him turn up soon, and unfortunately, it turns out that is correct. As always, my policy remains the same. If you like Fahkumram, you're a Fahkumram main, I am so happy for you. Truly, I am. I know what it's like to get a character back. I waited 20-something years to get Kunimitsu back, like I did in Tekken 7, and it was a great thing to have a character I really liked and enjoyed come back. So I'm happy for you. That being said, what in the world is Namco doing with this game? Fahkumram? Really? This is your choice? Now, I get it, all right? There's people already out there making this argument, and it makes sense. The DLC selection for Tekken 8 was probably determined months in advance, if not years, like when the game was very first announced. Namco had no idea that Season 2 was going to be as badly received as it is. In fact, they probably thought it was going to be good, or they wouldn't have put it out. So, there's a lot of people saying, oh, you can't hold Namco for releasing Fahkumram now because of Season 2 being bad. You can't give them that 1-2 double punch. Maybe you can't for that reason, but I can for the reason of Fahkumram sucks. He's a horrible character. He is everything people hate about Tekken 7. He's guard breaks, he's mix-ups, he's long-range attacks. I believe he's got a hell sweep. He's just everything that we hate about this game in its current state. He's going to need to take some major reworks to be a character that people really enjoy. But besides all that, because that's just opinion-based, I want to crap on Namco some more in this video, and I want to show you something. So this is not another tier list, tier maker video, but I have used the tier maker because it illustrates my point that I'm trying to make here. The DLC for Tekken 8 is creatively bankrupt. It is creatively bankrupt. It is just horrible DLC selection. Look at this. Look at this. I've created this new tier list to prove a point here. So I've got I Will Remember You, Will You Remember Me.mp3 tier for all characters we're probably never going to see again at this point. At least not until Tekken Tag 3, in 2047. And then I've made this new tier below base roster called Waiting Room. And this is essentially just a bunch of characters that were DLC for Tekken 7 or in Tekken 7, because these guys are, let's face it, other than that new original Tekken character and future guest, this is your DLC roster for Tekken 8 right here. I mean, this is it. Huang Jinrei, what are you doing there? Get back into I Will Remember You tier. So I want you to take a look at this. There is a tier I've made at the top called Original to Tekken 8 or Legacy Returning Character. Look who's in this. Clive. That's it. That's it. Clive is the only original addition via DLC. Your other DLC characters for this game, Anna Williams, Season 2 DLC. You got Fahkumram, I believe was Season 3 DLC. Lydia Sobieska, Season 4 DLC alongside Kunimitsu. And then you got your Tekken Rehash tier. Eddie Gordo, staple of Tekken, been in Tekken since Tekken 3, hasn't missed an entry, was a base roster addition to the console version of Tekken 7. So a lot of console people may not remember this, but Eddie Gordo wasn't originally in the arcades for Tekken 7. He was announced via trailer, just like Li Chaolan, as an addition for the console version. So he's almost like a DLC, but he's not. And then Heihachi. Heihachi needs no introduction. He's been a Tekken staple since Tekken 1, where he was the original final boss of the game. and he's been in every single entry since. This is your DLC, guys. 2 characters that should have been in the base game to begin with. Although Heihachi should have just been left out because he was supposed to be dead. But Namco is also creatively bankrupt when it comes to story. And then you got these other characters. Anna Williams probably should have been in the game to begin with. Should have been in Tekken 7's base roster to begin with. But it's just a DLC rehash. That's all it is. So if you're a fan of Kunimitsu, which I am, I want Kunimitsu back. I got a pretty darn good shot because the way trends are going and the way this is shaping up, this is your roster here for DLC. And I know we've got 2 more characters left for this season this year. One of which is a Tekken returning character, and another which is a new original Tekken character. Kudos to them for at least saying there's going to be an original character. But if I'm a betting man for that last original character that's not new, it's one of these. It's got to be. It's got to be your Miguel, your Josie. I said in my other video I didn't think Ganryu was coming, but at this point, why not? If you're just digging up Tekken 7 DLC to resell, and I know people are going to call Harada out on this on Twitter, and he's going to go on Twitter and he's going to say, oh, it's not a simple matter. We don't just port the character. It's not a porting of the character. I don't care about that. Obviously, you cannot just drag and drop a Tekken 7 character into Tekken 8. But just look at the optics. Look at the creativity rating of this. You have no creative juice left in your tank. You know, I would consider it completely fine to get any of these guys here as DLC because they haven't been seen in such a long time. You're technically doing a new character at that point. Could you imagine Roger Jr. or Alex, heck, Ancient Ogre, Bruce Irving, Wang Jinrei? These are characters that haven't been seen since Tag 2. So imagine, that's hype to see them come back in Tekken 8. They truly missed 7. They're coming back in 8. That's hype. Everybody wants that. But you're not getting that. You're getting Tekken 7 again. That's what you're getting. Anyway, full trailer for this guy is coming out at Combo Breaker. I probably won't watch unless the patch coming out Tuesday. That's another piece of news from this event. The next part of the Fix Tekken, as it were, campaign hits Tuesday. Really excited and interesting to see what's in that because this is going to determine kind of the legacy and fate of this game. Season 2 was a massive bomb, massive disappointment. The first emergency patch was kind of in the right direction, but maybe not enough. This new patch and the subsequent one in June that they've already promised, it's kind of going to define Tekken's legacy. So I'm interested to see what they're going to do with it. But anyway, guys, if you want to know who that next DLC character is, just look at this row right here. I think that's kind of what you have to go with. I hope it's Kunimitsu. I really do. If we're doing straight up Tekken 7 DLC rehashes, give me Kuni, give me Armor King. All right, give me one of those. I'll take them. I have a feeling we're going to be staring at Evo this summer. We're going to be watching a trailer for Bob. It's probably what's going to happen. We're going to be watching a Bob trailer. Because these guys, sorry, no way. No way. I mean, they're not going to do it. They're not going to bring back Bruce or Prototype Jack or Wang Jinrei or any of these guys. No Roger. They're just going to dig up Tekken 7 DLC to sell you back again. Probably with some customization stuff that you got for free in Tekken 7, if I had to guess. Anyway, I've ranted enough. What do you guys think about the Fahkumram reveal? Are you guys optimistic for the patch Tuesday? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be doing another video about the EXA Arcadia Daraku Tenchi not a reveal. So look forward to that as well. Thanks, guys.